Hey, welcome to my channel. Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. And special welcome to my new viewers and subscribers. I'm so glad you stopped by today. For those of you who aren't familiar with my channel, we're a channel that's geared toward the new man and woman who's never been here to the Philippines before, but who has, contemplating a visit here, slow vacation, rejuvenate. My 11 years here doesn't make me an expert or a know-it-all. If I come off like that, I apologize. I'm just trying to be helpful. But it does give me a unique perspective, and I like to share that with you. If it's going to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things more safer. I'm boots on the ground. People get a kick out of that, but it's true. I'm in the center of all this. It's for your benefit. I'm not around the edges like a lot of these other vloggers that you see on YouTube talking about the Philippines. A lot of them aren't even in the Philippines. But most of them are in these fancy towers in Manila and Cebu, and they, give you a play-by-play. I live among the locals, and I'm only going to give you the nitty-gritty. That's exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, and what I'm experiencing. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Today, I just want to, do a brief update on the travel situation. When is the Philippines opening up? Is it open yet? But before I do, I just want to address something, guys, that was put in my comments the other day. It's an old, tired, stale narrative that continues to hang around YouTube and different places, Facebook, and it's this: the Filipinos prefer white men. Okay, so what? Why should that matter to me, guys? Because it carries no weight in 2020 and beyond. You know why? Because you're the prize. You're the catch, you're the diamond, you're in demand. It would only mean something if the script were flipped. Like I told you on my other video, these geniuses there, they flipped the script. See? They want you to think that you coming over here chasing women, man. You're not. You're being hunted. That's why that old tired narrative that people keep pushing, man, they're earning money off that, guys. There's a reason they push that. There's a group of guys who buy into that, who like to come over here with their chest poked out and their head in the clouds. But guess what? Here's what the Filipino really prefers. She really prefers Filipino men. That's who she goes to bed at night dreaming about. All right? But not even that, man. Here's what she really prefers. A man who's going to, number one, accept her as she is. They're very humble. They don't have a whole lot. Who is going to take care of her, guys, and who's not going to mistreat her. Doesn't matter what color you are. Filipinos are some of the most open-minded people that you're ever going to meet. They're not that shallow. But even if her preference is white, guys, guess what? She has that right, guys. We're not going to knock her for it. Okay, but in 2020, that argument carries no weight, guys. Okay, because the cat's already been let out of the bag. She's not the catch. She's not the prize. You are. You're in demand over here. You don't believe me? Do this when the pandemic is over. Don't date anyone online. Don't chat anybody. Just take a bath, get on a plane, come over to the Philippines, get off the plane, go to your hotel, take a bath, put on some clean clothes and step outside. And you will see what I'm talking about. See, we didn't make the rules over here, guys, so you don't have to apologize for what it is over here. Because guys already, because your money ain't going to take you anywhere in your home country. Well, who said that? Whose fault is that? We didn't make the rules over here. So if you're a guy who's earning minimum wage in the United States, guess what? You're a ball over here. That $2,500 you earning over there will let you live like a king over here. All right? And you can make some rules over here. But I just wanted to address that, guys, because I'm going to tell you something, man. It's disheartening to me. Because, listen, and I'll say this and I'll go on to what I was originally going to talk about. In 2009, when I first came over here, that's all I had heard. That was one of the reasons why I had made a decision. I was like, should I go over there or not? Because I don't want to, I'm trying to leave all that stuff behind here. I don't want to go to the Philippines and have to face it again. So I found one chat room. This is the only chat room, only information I had on the Philippines when I came over here, because I'm impulsive. Once I make up my mind to do something, I do it. And I got in this chat room, man, and I don't believe in coincidences. Here's what the discussion was. Does Filipinas like black men? And if the answer was anything other than what it was, I would not be sitting here today, guys. Here's what the lady said. She said, yeah, we like black guys because they respect us, they treat us good, blah, blah, blah. She said, but here's what got me to come over here. She said, but Filipinos, we love any man that who will accept us as we are, treat us good and not, take care of us and not mistreat us. See, that's the facts, guys. My channel, I'm trying to put a lot of that misinformation to rest. See, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of that. That's why a lot of people on the fence about coming over here, because you got these channels on here pushing that bullshit, man. That's an old, tired, stale narrative, guys. It doesn't work in 2020. It carries no weight. So what? She prefers white men. Okay? We all got our preferences, guys. But people who are pushing that, there's a narrative. There's a motive behind it. They're making money off of that. Okay, they got a group of guys who love to hear that kind of stuff, who come over here with their chest poked out and their head stuck in the cloud, thinking they're somebody special. But guess what? You're not. You're already the prize. I don't care if you're black, brown, red, yellow, or white. You're the prize in 2020 and beyond, even before that. You're in demand. It would only make a difference if she was in demand. You're not chasing women when you come over here. You're being hunted, okay? So let's put that stale, old, tired narrative to rest, guys. Filipinos prefer white men. Who gives a damn? She has a right to prefer whatever she wants to prefer, but it ain't gonna do anything to you. Look at me. I'm a 57-year-old black man. When I came over here, I was 45. Do I look like Coco Martin? Do I look like Prince or Michael Jackson or Daniel Padilla or Justin Bieber or any of the other matinee idols that women love? No, but guess what? I've literally had to run women away from me. I've got a woman stalking me right now. I gave it to her one time, okay? Once. We were not compatible. I backed out because guess what? I'm a good guy, and good guys still win over here. Don't matter what color you are. But hey, if my woman today decided, hey, I don't want you, I'm moving on, guess what? I'd have another one before the sun set tonight, okay? And I'm furthest from white as you can get, okay? So don't let that discourage you, guys. It's old, it's tired, it's stale, it don't carry no weight. And the people who are pushing that, you know the channels I'm talking about. There's a motive behind it. They're earning money off of it. They got a group of guys who buy into that, who want to come over here with their chest poked out and their head in the cloud, thinking they're somebody special. Enough of that, guys, and I'm sorry, but race, politics, and religion has no place over here. I'm just trying to give you some information to help you, and that's why I'm giving you this information, because there's some black, brown, red, yellow man sitting there now wondering, am I going to have a shot over here? Absolutely. Unequivocally, 100%. All right? Now, the travel update. I read some great news, man, in the Manila Times. And because whenever I talk about travel updates and stuff like that, that's where I get the information. And you can easily go to manilatimes.com, Inquirer with the I, Inquirer.net, Cebu Daily News, the Visayan Star. That's where I get a lot of my, official Filipino business and information from. Well, Duterte is pushing the Department of Health over here to find a way for COVID swab tests to be free. Man, that's a game changer if they get that done. See, because that's going to open up the domestic tourism over here. See, something that I truly miss, which is the backbone of the industry, guys. It's not the international tourism. The backbone of the industry over here is domestic tourism. There's 100 million people over here. Only 8 million of y'all came here in 2019. See, so that's the number one thing holding a lot of us back from traveling. When I came from Zamboanga to San Carlos, it cost me $5,500 just for that test. It had nothing to do with my ticket or anything like that, okay? It was strictly for that test. And the average Filipino over here, guys, that's a whole month's salary. Filipinos, they love to get out and get around and go to these other places. Okay? That's a game changer. If it brings that down to zero, man, that's going to open that back up, because I'm going to tell you, man, the Philippines earnestly is trying to open up as soon as they can. They just can't make any rash decisions because of the hospital and healthcare infrastructure. It's not strong. They can't really take that chance, but this is something that shows me that they are really serious about at least getting that domestic tourism open, man, because you can go to Boracay right now, but you need that RT-PCR swab test, man. People can't afford that. You got to buy your ticket, your plane ticket 2 weeks in advance. You already got to have your hotel reservations. You got to get medical clearance from your doctor. You got to get permission to travel from the Philippine National Police. It's just too much, guys. But with this, I would go through all of that if I knew that test is free, because hell, that test is a beast. It's going to kick your butt. It's one of the most uncomfortable things you're ever going to experience. And then you have to pay for it? I'd go through all of that if it were free, but I paid $5,500 5,500 pesos to be physically assaulted, man. And I ain't trying to scare nobody. I'm telling you the truth. And anybody that's taking that test, man, it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. I can't even describe it, guys. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the vaccine czar over here. That's what they call him, the vaccine czar. His last name is Gomez. He says that the Pfizer vaccine that the Philippines has put in an order for, they're probably not going to get that to maybe the second, end of the third quarter, because a lot of the rich companies have already, placed 80% of the orders up front. They've already bought that, so there's a backlog of that. But he says that the vaccines from China and the other countries that's offering these vaccines, they're shooting for March in the Philippines, which is great news, guys, for you guys who are trying to come over here. Because once they get a certain amount of people vaccinated, and tested, they'll be able to open up, by the time me, a healthy guy, is made to take that test, there's going to be enough people vaccinated that, I shouldn't have anything to worry about. I'm one of those guys, I'm probably going to take it, because, being over here as long as I have and just feeling this place the way I do, I believe you're going to have to take it over here, man, in order to travel. I think you're probably going to have a card. Now, this isn't official. This is just coming from me. So don't, buy into that a lot. But they've already said that they're shooting for the second half of 2021 to start opening up again for international visitors. And it's going to be on a regional basis, and it's going to be with countries who've been successful with controlling and containing this COVID-19 spread. Now, the United States hasn't been successful doing that, so that's why I always say it's probably going to be the latter parts of 2021 before they let us in, because they just can't afford it, guys. They can't take that risk of somebody sick getting over here, affecting the population, and then their hospital and their healthcare infrastructure is blown to hell. Okay, so that's just a little update. I didn't mean to bother you today with that, with my introduction, but I thought I had to address that today, guys, because I don't want that on my channel. You're not going to turn my channel into that. I don't have users, only trolls, because I welcome your comments, I welcome your feedback, I welcome your opinions. But when you put stuff like that on there, man, it's misinformation, man. And it doesn't carry any weight, and it doesn't move the needle one way or the other. It doesn't help anybody. It really hurts people. So thank you for stopping by today. If you're in America, it's getting late, man. Before you let your head hit the pillow, find somebody to help. You don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, and you see somebody on the street, give them a couple of dollars, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink. It's a pandemic, guys. People are struggling out there. If you're in the Philippines, it's real early. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. We have all the rest of the day to find somebody to help. I'm here, boots on the ground. I see what the COVID, what the pandemic and the lockdown is doing over here, guys. It's wreaking havoc, man. People are literally starving over here. So it's very, very important we help people. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.